You've seen them, the quiet ones, the ones who barely speak, yet their silence feels louder than noise. They don't rush to reply, don't fight for attention, don't fill every pause with words. While everyone else seems to move faster, they remain still, almost untouched. And you wonder, how do they do it? How do they stay so calm when the world never stops shouting? The calm that confuses people. At first, you think it's just their nature. Maybe they don't care. Maybe they're distant. But spend enough time with an introvert, and you realize that calm is deliberate. It's not the absence of noise, it's the mastery of it. They've built peace like a muscle, shaped by years of feeling too much. They've learned that not every battle needs their voice, that sometimes silence wins louder than sound. Introverts know something most people don't. Attention isn't power, energy is, and if you spend it everywhere, you lose yourself, so they protect it. They guard it behind quiet eyes and half smiles, and the world mistakes that for indifference. But it's not. It's awareness, because when you learn how fragile peace is, you stop giving it away so easily. What no one sees is what's happening inside. The calm you see on their face isn't what they feel, it's what they've learned to manage. Inside, thoughts move fast, memories replay in detail. Every word said to them stays longer than it should. They don't forget easily, they process deeply. That's why arguments drain them. That's why crowds feel heavy. Their nervous system runs on overdrive. They experience life in high definition. Every color brighter, every sound sharper, every emotion louder. So they've learned to turn the volume down. Not outside, but inside. That's their secret. Calm isn't natural, it's practiced. People say they're too quiet, or they overthink everything. But reflection is their language. Retreat is how they recover. An introvert after social interaction feels like a phone on 2%. They're not being dramatic, they're recharging. Because connection takes energy, and the deeper they connect, the more they give. That's why they need space to breathe again, to let their mind stop spinning. It's not rejection, it's self-maintenance. They don't disappear because they don't care. They disappear because they care too much. Introverts are observers by design. They notice what others overlook. They can read tension in silence, sadness and laughter, insecurity and confidence. While everyone speaks, they study. While everyone reacts, they understand. That's why their calm feels magnetic. It's not performance, it's perception. They understand emotions before they're expressed. They can tell when someone's lying by the way their eyes move, when someone's hurting by the way they breathe. They don't need to dominate rooms, they decode them. And when you understand the world that deeply, you stop needing to control it. Introverts are energy economists. Every word costs something. Every room drains or refills them. So they choose carefully who they talk to, where they go, what they share. That's why they don't argue online. That's why they skip unnecessary drama. They know peace isn't found by being right. It's found by letting go. Their calm is self-control in motion. They've learned that reacting is easy, responding is art, and they refuse to let anyone else decide their emotional weather. Don't mistake their calm for coldness. Introverts feel everything. They just don't broadcast it. They can look peaceful while their heart is breaking. They can smile through storms you'll never know exist. Because they've learned, the world doesn't always listen. So instead of screaming, they heal quietly. Instead of demanding understanding, they create it within. Their calm is a scar, proof they've survived chaos before. They don't need to show pain to process it. They carry it with grace, like someone who's learned that peace isn't found in avoiding storms, but in learning to dance through rain without drowning. But calm has a cost, because when you're always the still one, people assume you're fine. They forget you get tired too. They come to you for peace, not realizing they're taking some of yours. Introverts often become the emotional anchor for everyone else, the listener, the comforter, the safe space. But who calms the calm ones? Who listens to the listener? That's the paradox of the introvert's calm. It keeps everyone steady while quietly draining the one who holds it. That's why solitude isn't just preference, it's recovery. It's the place they go to refill what life keeps taking. When introverts are alone, they don't feel lonely, except they feel restored. In silence, their mind breathes, ideas form, clarity returns. They remember who they are outside the noise of others. That's why they love late nights, long walks, quiet music, because peace isn't a luxury to them, it's oxygen. And when they return from solitude, they're not detached, they're balanced. That's their reset button. While others search for peace in people, introverts build it in solitude. That's why their calm lasts. Spend enough time around an introvert and something strange happens. You start matching their rhythm. Your voice lowers, your thoughts slow down, you start thinking before you speak. Their calm becomes contagious because presence is powerful, and introverts have mastered it without even trying. They remind you that life isn't meant to be rushed, that peace isn't the absence of sound, It's the presence of understanding. Their calm doesn't silence others, it steadies them. So the next time you see someone who doesn't rush to speak, don't mistake their quiet for emptiness. It's not distance, it's depth. They've chosen to move slower in a world obsessed with speed. They've chosen to stay centered when everything else is spinning. They've chosen peace, and that choice takes strength. Introverts aren't calm because they don't feel. They're calm because they've felt everything and decided not to let it break them. They are the still point in a turning world, the pause between chaos and clarity. And maybe that's why their silence feels louder than noise.